Okay.
Does that add to hit as well, or just damage?
Nope. Just damage. And it's only melee damage. No, you're up.
Flurry of blows.
Did I do any noticeable damage, by the way, to his tail?
Yeah, you heard him.
$16, $29, $19.
Said 16, 29, 19.
Yep.
2 of the 3 hit.
Uh, 18 physical, and do I even need to count the fire?
This is for both or for one?
Both.
I need to know them separate.
7 physical, and 10 physical.
And then I think you get the bonus from Gluglugs, since you're punching.
I already calculated that in.
Gotcha. So 17 for the physical then?
Yep. Then 8 and 5 for fire.
Gotcha. Yeah, the fire just goes over him. But you punched him a good bit. Before Lamb goes this time, the Basilisk is going to turn and bite at Crux. Crux, I assume that a 32 hits.
Nope. What's the damage?
I wasn't
I'm
sure
trying
if
to
that was
find the correct
sarcasm or
dice.
not. No, I was not sure if that was sarcasm or not.
Alright, he's gonna bite you for 17 damage. And he's gonna look at you, making you need to do a fort save.
$25.
You're fine.
Gonna mock it. Ugh. Even I'm not that ugly.
What's your health at now?
I was at 86. I took 17. So that would be 69.
I already had it calculated. I just wanted to see hear someone say 69. Anyway,
See, I
I'm a
normally
child.
just keep my health calculated on the side to see when it actually hits my current hit points, instead of just keeping negatives off of them.
I do not understand what you just said, Noah, but okay.
Am I good to go now?
Yeah. Glug, you
Cool.
are up.
I'm just gonna have to fucking hit it with my fucking mace again, or Morningstar again.
Okay.
I'm kind of useless without my breath.
The breath is a special whatever, right? It's not a spell?
Supernatural, yeah.
Right. Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Twelve damage.
12?
12.
You kind of gave him a little bit of a boo-boo this time.
And second attack is a 24.
That's a hit.
Damage doesn't matter, it didn't hurt him.
Okay.
I did 9 damage. I'm pretty sure he has probably DR 10.
Yeah.
Go, Octopus, go! Make your final full round attack.
Wait, you're making Octminnos attack?
Yes. No on the arms attack. I can guarantee that now, Marcus. That one. And, to confirm how much he's feeling, about 11.
$11 to hit?
No, 11 on the nat fail.
Oh! He flailed so much he moved that far away, flailing.
What? Oh, over there.
And that one with an 11, yeah. He flailed himself away from it. He got confused by the basilisk's reflection.
Alright, well, in that case, Octopus is going to use Ink Cloud.
Okay.
And in its fit of confusion, it scared itself and inked. Okay, Marcus?
Okay. You are now a statue surrounded by ink. More or less.
And consume, if I was in it entirely, which I am not, I'd have total concealment, apparently.
Except for, like, the top of your head.
Yeah.
But the ink doesn't disappear when it disappears?
You know, I don't actually see how long this ink lasts.
Doesn't say. Alright, top of the round, Ohanzi. Starting with you now, Jared, I want you to make me a... if you have it, Knowledge Arcana. Otherwise, Knowledge Alchemy. Otherwise, Knowledge Nature.
So as a ninja, I don't have knowledge, so it's just an intelligence check, essentially.
Right. Before I have you roll it, does anyone have Knowledge Arcana?
I do.
Except for Kelv.
I do.
I do.
Okay. It's to figure out how to fix Kelb.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll it there, Ohanzi.
16.
You had a thought, but it slipped your mind. You're too focused on the kill.
Well, I'm going to draw my weapon and attack with a powerful flick of the wrist. So, since I'm drawing my weapon, my first attack against him, he's flat-footed. And also I'm using power attack for -2, +2.
Okay. You're using only one hand then?
It's a light weapon.
Gotcha.
But it's a +2 weapon.
So what's your to hit?
table is too big.
It's not big enough.
I need to remember to set a quick camera at my dice.
I totally forgot about quick camera.
20.
Control 1 through 0. Shift 1 through 0 to load.
Or just right click.
I got 20 on the attack roll.
That's a hit.
Don't forget about my +3 to damage. Also, don't forget about flanking bonuses. I think we might have forgot about flanking bonuses.
$22 damage.
$22 damage.
Yes.
Alright, you cut him pretty well. He's bleeding a bit. I think that passes it on to Brick.
Brick's gonna aim for the same area on the tail and trying to make another swing through. So power attack, full round action. Let's go, Brick. We have to save friend.
How much power attack?
5,
Okay.
same as before.
Let's keep in mind that's 5 off of each.
Yep. I
Go
know.
ahead and roll it.
I did. I got a 22.
Hit.
Second one. Come on, Rick. Damn it. 10.
Did not hit. So roll your damage.
14. 17.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence tape.
Hey, it's a 10.
Basilisk is fun to hit.
Greatest wisdom I've ever had.
What do you do, Noah? Oh, first, roll me a Knowledge Arcana, since you have that.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't ask me to do that earlier when Jared was, because I rolled a 1. Another 1. So, 3. I think he is permanently statue feet.
Well, severity of a 39 on your nat 1 would agree. You think there is no way to fix Azarug. Go ahead and continue.
Going to furiously attack this guy again. $25.
Yep.
22. 23.
All 3 hit.
$11 on one hit. 7 on another. 8 on another. That's for the physical. 6 fire.
I'll just
Set.
give it to. I'll just give it to you now. He has fire resistance 10, so if you don't do at least 11 damage in fire, it will not touch him.
Got it. So just the physical damage.
Yeah. Also, the water part of it is darker now because that is ink.
And that'll be it for the turn.
So, how deep is like the water over here? Is it like rough terrain kind of thing, or is it you wouldn't be able to like do anything?
You could, you might have issues, but it's a kind of slope down to the deepest part where Azarug is, and where the Basilisk was, which is about 8 to 9 feet.
Well, I just want to know for like right here.
How tall are you?
Probably about like 3 feet.
That would be easily waist high.
Alright, I actually don't have many problems with that. I just need to wait for next round. Alright. 4 Morningstar.
Hang on. He has to make his attacks.
Ow.
Which, for him, he, oh wait, can... Yeah, no, never mind. He, is not really liking the situation, and is gonna try to run. In a full withdrawal.
Can Bricks grab him?
Roll me a reflex. The dice have said no. You grab at his tail, but it's swinging with blood kind of spraying you a little bit,
Too much blood.
and it runs in the water. To be specific, it runs into the water where there's ink, so it is concealed. And there's an octopus in there.
He
It is
thinks
now its
that's going
friend.
to help.
They are friends. Alright, Glug Glug, you are up. Can I have you roll me an Knowledge Arcana? Please don't roll a 1.
I know, right? That is a 17.
The way to cure being petrified by a basilisk, if you can do it fast enough, is wiping basilisk blood into the mouth of the victim. Or
I just have
on.
to hope his... Okay, I was about to have to hope his mouth is open.
Basically just where the
Bricks is
basilisk...
covered in it.
The basilisk blood will kind of undo the effects where you touch, and then if it gets into the bloodstream, more or less. So, you know, eyes, mouth.
But hold
that
on.
kind of thing.
Isn't there basilisk blood in the water now?
Yeah, except his head is above the water.
That's true.
That's some nasty water in that spot now. It's just full of ink and blood.
So I'm going to turn to Ohanzi and say, you! What the hell weapon are you using?
Jared, that's you.
Oh, sorry, what?
What weapon are you using?
A Siangham, it's kind of like a metal arrow.
Are you able to throw it?
Probably not all that effectively, but yes.
Never mind.
I just like this idea that Ohanzi, he doesn't have a katana, but this idea that he has a katana, and you go, you have this idea of the blood, and he just goes, yeah, whips the katana down at the ground, splatters the blood onto the ground, and sheathes it. Never mind.
Does someone have cloth? We need blood.
I got empty pines.
Hey, Kelp, can you roll me a D percentile?
Oh, also, when my quote-unquote next turn comes around, I'm turning over here and electric breathing in here.
Why do you need blood?
24.
They don't find each other. The basilisk and the fiendish octopus.
They're best friends. Leave them alone. There's
I was
pictures
gonna say,
about that.
If one of us rolled high, he rolled an 11. If one of them were to roll high enough, I was gonna be like, oh yeah, they find each other. But, no.
Have you seen my son? His name's Nemo. He's a giant basilisk.
Anyway, Tate. Go ahead, Lamb. What about the blood?
Blood make big men flush again.
Really? I thought he stuck like that forever.
Briggs looks down at
Depends on
himself. Looks at Big Man. Marcus, I'm just gonna run it straight towards Azarug.
Tate, what's your height?
3 foot 6 inches.
And where he's at is 9 feet deep.
I'm swimming. I'm holding my axe up above the water.
Depends on method of stone.
Okay, Tate, roll me a swim. Don't forget about
Jesus
your
Christ.
check penalties from armor.
And
Also,
not
since you're
using one
doing it
hand.
with a weapon up in the air, it's going to be a little harder, just to warn you.
Yep.
Do you think he'll drown?
10.
Can I switch my aura fucking swiftness when I see him trying to do that?
Sure.
You get +3 to your swim check.
13.
You get to here, you needed to move about, 5 more feet, and you start to sink. You have a quick action of, realistically, throwing the axe and hoping for the best, or going for the rock that's sticking up out of the water, or sinking.
There's more basilisk blood on the ground, right?
Sure.
Fine, I'll save the big guy.
I'm gonna throw my axe at Azaruk.
Okay. Is that what Ohanzi's gonna do too?
No, I am going to use another key point to ghost walk across the water and stand on his head so that I don't have to swim.
Okay.
Because Ethereal allows you to go in any direction.
Tate,
Yeah.
I want you to roll me a dex. Just keep him there for a minute, Jared. Roll me a throw, is what I'm getting at.
What do I add to that? What do I add to that?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. You probably don't add, you probably are getting minuses.
Considering you're throwing a two-handed weapon with one hand while swimming.
He's not smart, okay? Wants to save his friend.
You know what, Tate? Just add your dex modifier and your base attack bonus to the d20. What is that?
22.
And we're gonna minus 10 off of that. And then there's the difficulty. Hey, Jared.
Yes?
Can weapons affect you?
Only force can affect ethereal.
Well, there's quite the force behind this weapon, but it's still not going to affect you. Technically, a great axe goes through you. And then splashes into the inky part of the water. Brick and Mortar just lost his great axe, Tate. He needs to go get his great axe.
He knows.
In water that's about to be electrified.
Before he does that, Ohanzi, what do you do?
While I'm ethereal, I'm crossing the water and then going to stand on Azrog's head.
You don't need to put him up there. It's just going to keep falling.
And then when I come out of ethereal, I am going to wipe my weapon on his face.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna yell for you to put it in his mouth. But yeah, there we go.
Like a sword swallower?
Just a bit.
Okay. Well, as you do that, what was Crux gonna be doing?
After knowing this, Crux was going to take out some paper and drop it in the pool of blood.
Okay, we'll say that he was trying to pick up some blood right now because he wasn't sure if that was gonna work. And while he's wiping blood onto paper, what was Glug Glug gonna do?
Glug Glug is waiting out to here and electric breathing this area.
You're gonna electrocute the water that you and friends are in?
Yes. But first I'm going to switch my aura to resistance. They all have electric resistance 15.
Yay, I have 20 electric resistance.
I'm immune to electricity.
Okay, so if it's not more than 15 damage of electricity, you guys are immune.
Well, I mean, Ohanzi isn't in the water.
Well, yeah, Ohanzi
Ohanzi,
would
come
be
in,
affected,
water's
but Glug
fine.
Glug, and who technically is immune anyway, and Brick and Mortar would have been.
That
and then
is
if it's
more than
working,
15
Azrog.
damage.
But can I have you first roll me a D percentile, Lamb? We'll see if you're lucky or if it was lucky.
46.
Ooh. Alright, as you do that, roll me a fort save. As it pops up out of the water, getting ready to try... He's now here.
Oh, fuck me.
He's trying to Fuck ya. What'd you get?
13.
All right. You're still doing electric breath, but you are on a two turn countdown now.
Cool. This doesn't count as paralysis, does it?
No, it counts as
Damn it.
petrification.
Should count as paralysis. It happened to Cal.
It's only paralysis if it happens to a ream.
So that is 16, 19, 21 electric damage.
That would be difficult without the dwarf here.
Okay. That's what you do. What's, before I go to Jared, what's brick and mortar do, Tate?
Are you fucking kidding me?
He gets electrocuted, but it doesn't affect him at all.
Without the great axe, does he swim better?
Yeah.
He's got to swim over to Azarug.
And do what?
And probably just hang on to him.
Alright. You're hanging on to Azarug's head as well. So now there's two little goblins right on top of an ogre. Mr. Ogre, you're starting to come back to consciousness. You can't move, but you're once again aware of what's going on, and you can kind of feel your toes, fingers, and eyelids a bit. One of two turns. Give it 2 more turns and you're completely fine. So next turn you'll be floating back up, and the turn after, you're back to normal.
Alright.
Alright. Jared, what does your guy do while he's on top of Azarug?
Mostly just hold on. And now that I see the basilisk back out of the water, I'm going to try and avert my gaze slightly so I can see if it's trying to attack me, but so I'm less likely to get blinded by it.
Okay.
Or, gaze by it.
Okay. So you're gonna hold on to the head while looking away. Fair enough. Crux, you get a sheet that's just covered in blood. And you stand up and you see Glug Glug in the water having a stare down with the basilisk. And you see he's starting to look a little gray.
And Azrag already got cured, was it?
It's hard to tell, but he's starting... Parts of his stone is starting to look a little flesh.
Gonna take the paper, fly over here, and drop half of it in Glug Glug's mouth.
Glug Glug, this tastes like shit.
I'm hoping he did this after I used my electric breath.
Yes,
Yes.
after.
Alright, so your turn is curing Glug Glug. Glug Glug, before you go, Mr. Basilisk.
How high is the ceiling?
Relatively high.
Probably go about midway up then.
Alright, it dives in the water and it starts swimming away. Glug Glug, you have Crux jumping into the water and ripping a piece of paper in half that's covered in blood and shoving it in your mouth. It tastes disgusting. You spit it out, but the petrifying is going away.
Alright, I'm going to switch my aura over to swiftness, get on Ezrog's head, and try to make my way on top of this thing.
Roll me a jump. Or if you're climbing it, a climb.
That's a 38 climb.
Yeah, you climb up it.
Cool. Now I'm just waiting to... I'm looking for it in the water. I'm just trying to keep an eye on it for now. Until I get my fucking breath back.
Looking around in the water that holds a basilisk. How
Because
risque.
Because I fucking rolled a 4 again!
Wait, what are you doing at the basilisk?
I'm just looking for it. I'm waiting for my breath to come back, and I'm just gonna keep blasting it until it's dead.
Alright. You said you rolled a 4 for spotting it?
I didn't roll for spotting it.
Oh, roll spot.
Is it spot or is it search?
Spot. Or search. I guess search works fine.
If it is search, that is a 23.
You can't spot him.
Okay.
Okay. It would be Azrog's turn, but he is finally starting to come aware and realizing he has things on top of his head. But he's rising out of the water. Oh, Hansi and Brick and Mortar, it is your guys' turn. As you are rising up with Azrog because you're holding on to him.
We say big friend.
Basilisk is still in the water. The blood helped de-rock you.
Since he is currently still BRB, I'll answer for him, and he goes, thank you.
Also, my axe is in
Thank.
water. If you see it, could you grab it? You're tall.
I'm sure he can see it through the squid ink. Octopus, whatever it is.
But
Well,
is it a kid now or a squid now?
rolling a percentile, it just so happens that, really fucking lucky, he reaches in, pulls up a bunch of mud, and the mud rolls out of his fingers, and there is your great axe.
It's actually not his great axe, it just looks identical because it's from the same people.
Right, it has written on it, property of Greg, but, if you can't, you can't read
Brick-
common, so
Brick
you have
can't
no
read,
idea.
so
It's just a
he's gonna hug
scratch.
Azarug and then take his
Th-
axe back.
This is canon now, Tate. It is not his great axe. It is the same size. It is the same make, which, in case anyone was wondering, it's actually made of adamantine, but it says property of Greg on it.
Takes his great axe back.
No, Greg's great axe.
Is Greg the
Is
basilisk?
it now a Greg axe?
Yes, it's a Greg axe. And no, sure, it's the basilisk gained the name Greg because it killed Greg.
So that's how names in this world work.
Just like how,
Marcus-
the adventurers named their sword the Oak Slayer, the Ogre Slayer, because it killed so many ogres, and now the sword is great at killing ogres, so legend says. Well, monsters have it in reverse, where if you kill an adventurer, you gain its name.
Marcus, can I look for the other axe in the water?
No.
You
It's
don't know
ink.
there is one.
The only well, yeah. For one, you think it's yours, and two, you can't see in there because of ink. The only reason Azarug pulled a Great Axe out, Tate, was I rolled a 97 on a D100. Again, super lucky.
Brilliant.
If he had rolled 100, would he have pulled out a chest?
No, he would have pulled out 2.
Damn it.
No, to be honest, 90 through 100 was just going to be or a 91 through 100 was going to be he finds it, and it was a 97. So I was like, well, all right, 1 in 10 chance, and he found it. So it is Brick and Mortar and Greg.
And Craig.
Oh, Brick and Mortar and Ohanzi's turn.
Do we kill Thing? It ran away.
I'd rather get out of the water.
A brick not so good water.
You could build a bridge.
My bricks don't make good bridges. They're more for smashing. Like good proper bricks.
So the two of you are just going to hang out on Azarug and wait for him to walk out of the water?
At least for now.
Okay.
I mean, technically, if I become unstoned, my magic ring takes effect, and I start going towards the surface at 60 feet a second.
That's what's happening right now. The start of your guys' next turn, you're back on top of the water.
Also,
God.
is this Rick and Morty season 4? Except his name is Brick and Mortar?
No.
No.
Because you are neither Rick nor Morty.
Keep in mind, you do have a plus 30 to your jump, swim, and climb checks.
Anyway, at that then, what is Crux going to do?
Crux is gonna go here, see if he can spot the thing. Nat 1, 11 for spot.
Give me a minute. Well, apparently, 6 and 9 are your number. And,
Hey.
no, you don't see him, but, you know he's still in there.
You're wobbling.
That will be all.
All right. At that, then, I'm keeping track of where he's at. Don't worry. Okay. Glug Glug, it is your turn.
I'm going to continue to search for the basilisk.
Roll me a search.
Guys are ballsy.
Fucking kidding me? 13.
Yeah, you see nothing.
Didn't think so. And it's the end of my turn.
All right. Azarug, you have 2 goblins hanging onto your head and shoulders, basically. But you are back to your good old self, standing in front of the statue that you are pretty much on par with. And you have a kobold now standing and balancing on a wider part of it, so he doesn't have to really balance, looking around the water.
Why did they steal his shampoo?
But at least now you are able to check out this statue, should you desire.
Well, after noting that they're on my head, I'll be checking out the statue.
Roll me Knowledge Arcana.
$17.
You figured out if you move the certain part this way and you move this part this way, and you turn this orb this way, you're able to basically do some sort of combination, and I'll have you roll me another Knowledge Arcana on the next turn to solve it. It appears to be some sort of puzzle to get something. So next up then, Jared and Tate. You guys just hang out still?
Now that we're above the water, I'm going to try and jump off to the shore.
All right, that's a 20 forward, and I think, how tall are you, Jared? Or Kel? 10 feet about?
10 forward.
So that's 10 down, 20 forward.
Okay, so I need a 20 jump and a 15 tumble.
Correct.
I got a 29 jump. And whenever I jump, it's as if I had done a running jump, so I'm fine with vertical and horizontal jumps.
In
And
other
a
words, you
20
make it.
tumble.
Yep, alright, so you make it. Azrug, you feel something jump off your shoulder, brick and mortar. You watch as Ohanzi jumps, does a little flip in the air, and lands with a forward roll, and turns back to you with a little thumbs up and anime twinkle in his eye.
Brick and Mortar's gonna jump.
Roll a jump.
My hand
Not
is
as
already
far.
over my face, and not because I'm hiding it from the basilisk.
Not as far as Hansi.
Yeah.
He's like, I could do that too.
All right.
These guys just jump into the water. No, this way. I don't know which one you want.
Roll me a jump.
Oh God.
What'd you get?
Do I have to tell you? I suppose I got a good jump, so 11.
Keep in mind you get a +3 for my aura.
14.
Okay. Can you roll me a tumble?
That one you don't get a
Belly
bonus.
flop, belly flop.
Land on
That's
head.
10.
Okay. Can you roll me a swim?
You do get a +3 to this.
Dice rolls, why have you betrayed me? Nat 1, 11.
Okay, you go, I can do that. And Azarug leans forward to check out and continue the puzzle, which makes you have issues. And you jump, but slip. And as you fall, you try to work your way right, and you hit this rock. And then you fall to the water, and you think you're like, it's okay, I can recover in your head. Make it look like this was all intended. And you try to do like a dive, and you instead just belly flop.
And then you get eaten by the
Ow.
basilisk.
So you're just floating in the water. Maybe you'll start to slowly sink. If you don't do something. But right now, yeah, you're just belly flopped on the water, knowing that you did not look cool to your friends.
Brick thinks Brick looked amazing.
I was going to say, actually, Tate, roll me an intelligence check.
Ten.
Brick thinks he looked cool.
Brick thinks he looked awesome.
Alright, with that, what does Crux do, Noah?
He's gonna go out over the water and fly up about 10-15 feet. And try and spot the guys again. $16?
I'm so sorry. No, you can't see it.
I swear to God, if it got a 17.
No, it rolled a 16 natural, and then it gets its bonus.
Ah! Next.
Alright. Glug Glug, go ahead.
Okay. $25 search.
Hey, you spotted it.
Yay!
I roll for fortitude.
It was
That,
heading back towards its hiding area.
Then I'm going to switch to resistance and electric breath him. Do I need to roll anything other than damage?
No, he makes a reflex, remember?
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing if I need to. If you have any like conditionals, I need to roll for.
Oh, no. Just roll damage. What does he need to make on reflex again?
20.
He failed this time.
He
What's
takes
the full
23
damage?
damage.
How much?
23.
This thing looks almost dead. Back to the top of the order. Can I have you roll me a Knowledge Arcana, Kelb?
Total 13, nat 1.
You got the luckiest bullshit in the world.
Oh no, I rolled a nat 1, Marcus.
Nat 112.
Oh, I fucked up when I pulled it out. 100 on the dice. You start to turn one of the pieces, and you lean too far forward, but with your overwhelming goddamn strength, you break it, and instead of solving it, you just bust the thing open to get the prize that's inside.
Strength is only 16 though, Marcus.
Yeah, it was all your weight. It wasn't a very strong metal.
Wait, so am I in the water now?
Yeah, I was about to say, I need you to roll me a tumble.
Cool.
Let's see if you fall in a good way.
And I'm not trained in tumble, so that's a 9.
Can you roll me a swim?
$24.
You fall in, but hey, it's okay. You recovered. You're treading in the water.
That's good.
But it did catch you off guard, so. Alright, Jared, you're up. Oh, inside Kelb was a harp. A little small for you, but perfectly sized for a medium creature, so it's a little big for them. You could probably use it across you guys, but it's gonna be a little odd.
A harp or a harpsichord?
I don't know, whatever. Item with a string on it that sounds like a harp. So a harpsichord, whatever, I guess,
Yeah,
whatever.
Because I think harp is like, would take up one of these spaces.
It's the bigger version? Okay, so it's whatever
Yeah.
the smaller one is then. Anyway,
Keep in mind, I could just be spouting shit out my ass and I could be totally wrong.
Jared, what did you get? Sorry, not get. What did you do?
I'm going to put my weapon away and see if there's enough blood to fit into any vials.
Not really. At this point, it's all kind of... You could put blood in a vial, but it's going to be mixed with dirt and rock.